Hi friends, we have been learning about our five senses. Last week we talked about our eyes and how they can see. This week we were talking about our ears and how they can hear. But last week you heard Miss Deborah read a book about children who are blind and cannot see. So there are some children and adults that also have a thing called deafness, and that means you cannot hear. So I have a book called Some Kids Are Deaf. I'm going to share with you how they communicate. Some kids are deaf. Kids who are deaf cannot hear. Some kids are born deaf. Other kids become deaf from a sickness or from getting hurt. Some kids can hear a little. They wear hearing aids to hear sounds better. Some kids who are deaf get cochlear implants. Implants help them hear some sounds. Some kids who are deaf use sign language to talk. Sign language is hand signs that stand for letters, words, and numbers. So we use our voices to talk, but people who are deaf can't hear us, so they use a sign language that they can communicate and they can see and talk to people. Some kids who are deaf use their voice to talk. Speech therapists teach them to speak clearly every day. Some kids who are deaf depend on their sense of sight. Flashing lights tell them it's time for class. Kids who are deaf watch TV with closed captioning. The words tell what people on TV are saying. Kids who are deaf depend on their sense of touch. They can feel a pager or their phone vibrate when a friend sends them a text message. So I want you to think about that. Imagine you were deaf and all the things you couldn't hear. So we're so lucky that we can hear things. Bye, friends.